What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video and another day in my life preparing for my very first bikini competition. I just finished off my morning cardio here and I am getting my supplements ready post-workout, and I am dying a little bit on the dust from the protein powder here, but I just take 2 scoops of protein powder, clear whey, creatine, and glutamine first thing in the morning. I was up relatively early today, had my cardio done by 8:17 this morning, and then I just made my way back upstairs with Nala destroying our stairs as she does, to shower and get ready for the day. I'm usually a little bit sweaty after cardio, so I like to hop in the shower, but I don't typically wash my hair first thing in the morning. So I have my little shower cap on here that I just quickly tossed off and then finished off my morning skincare. My skin has actually been doing pretty well, and I have been enjoying the Proactive toner. I feel like Proactive doesn't always get the best reputation, but it works pretty well for my acne-prone skin. And then I'm just sipping on my protein drink while I do my makeup for the morning. I haven't been super into doing my makeup lately, but if I'm going to be filming or on camera at all, I like to have some sort of makeup on. So I just do a quick little makeup routine and then I make my way back down to the kitchen. Johnny is working in his office in the living room and I start to get my first meal ready, and my little sidekick is following me. So for breakfast, I have my protein shake, and then I am going to get my oatmeal ready according to my meal plan for the day. So this was actually a low calorie day for me. I had to double check exactly what I was getting this morning. So I have my oats and I just throw those in the microwave, and then I get my coffee ready. This is my favorite part of the day. I have had this coffee maker for like 5 years. I just use like a reusable K-cup and throw this in here. It's just a single serving coffee maker, so it is leaking a little bit, so I had to clean up the water mess that it made this morning, but it still makes a wonderful cup of coffee, and it's perfect because it's just me. Johnny doesn't drink any coffee, so this is really convenient. And honestly, the highlight of my morning, as my coffee is brewing, I just finish off my oatmeal that's in the microwave, and then a peek inside our deep freeze that is honestly a must-have, not just for prep, but for affordable, healthy eating. So we have a ton of chicken breast and salmon in here that we typically buy in bulk from Costco, and then we just freeze, or I'll always pick up chicken breast if I see it on a good price at the grocery store. So I just took this out and let it to defrost with my ground turkey in the sink. Twin is my favorite sweetener if you're looking for something that doesn't have any weird aftertaste. This is my go-to. It sweetens things very nicely. I am adding 1.5 tablespoons of this Just Peanuts peanut butter. It's just 100% dry roasted peanuts, no oil, no sugar, nothing weird like that. So played around a little bit until I finally got my 21 grams, and I added that to my oats. And then I am trying to weigh my coffee cream in the morning now as well. Coach hasn't directed me to do this, but I'm just trying to regulate it. But then of course I went a little bit over 30 grams this morning, but that's okay. At least I have some control over how much cream I'm using. And then I thought I'd show you that my coffee cream is definitely full of oil and chemicals and things, but it tastes great. So there just has to be some sort of balance. And I sat on the couch and I ate my breakfast. This is an enjoyable part of my morning and kind of get to slow down after doing my cardio. Then once I'm done breakfast, I went back upstairs and I did some vacuums. I've honestly been slacking on my vacuums. I try to do these every morning for about 5 rounds of 20 seconds. I definitely need some practice. I really didn't feel like I was getting great core engagement this morning. It's honestly been like a week since I've done any vacuum, so I was happy to just get them done, but I need to practice them a little bit more. And then a quick little gym outfit and physique update. Actually, this week I am starting to feel quite lean. I'm quite pleased with how my physique is looking. I feel like we are finally making progress and moving in the right direction. Played around with a tiny bit of posing here, and then I made my way into the office just to do a little bit of work this morning. I am working on my ACE personal training certificate, so I did some studying on that this morning, just going through the modules. It's actually been really enjoyable so far, and a lot of it really relates to the things I studied for psychiatric nursing. So it's kind of nice to get a refresher and just think about things like behavior change and goal setting and how to motivate individuals. It's quite enjoyable for me. And then afterwards, I just did a little bit of work on the workout program I'm making for my sister for her next 6 weeks. I like to write her programs for her. We try to meet up and work out once a week as much as possible. I send her a workout program that I try to tailor to what equipment she has and what she enjoys, and she seems to like the program, so I just really like writing them for her. So I got that done this morning, and then it was time for my second meal. So this is kind of what my meal plan looks like. I was just getting ready from the rice I already had cooked. 50 grams of rice, 60 grams of bell pepper this morning, and 80 grams of chicken breast to go along with this meal as well. And I just microwave this all really quickly, and I like to top it with a little bit of ketchup. It honestly tastes kind of sweet and sour to me. It's really good. And then I did a little bit of posing practice in my heels. I haven't been doing a ton of posing, kind of just making things up as I go, so don't judge my posing. I honestly just want to get comfortable walking in my heels. I have significantly improved from the first time I put them on. I want to look confident walking in my heels on stage, so I'm trying to practice just walking back and forth as much as possible. And then I did do a little bit of posing. I've had some instruction from my coach on posing, but we haven't done anything too intense yet. So I'm trying to not overcomplicate posing, but still get some practice in and get comfortable just getting into position and trying to hold the poses for a decent amount of time, but definitely not an incredibly long amount of time. That brings you through about the first half of my day, a bit of my morning routine, and then I just spent most of midday working at my desk and then doing a little bit of posing, and now I am going to get into the rest of this video with you. It is Thursday, August 3rd today, and it is now almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Today is a low calorie day for me, so I like to kind of keep my meals. I push off my meals as long as I can, just so that I don't feel like I'm deprived throughout the day. I'm obviously still working on drinking lots of water, feeling a lot better. I feel like I'm 9 out of 10 recovered from my cold. I still have like a little bit of lingering like dryness in my throat and whatnot, but I'm feeling considerably better than I was in my last video. My last video, I went to the gym that day and then ended up just being like so tired and so worn out, and I ended up taking a complete rest day Sunday. Didn't leave the house at all, sat on the couch and watched The Office for like literally the whole day. And it's honestly what I needed. I was feeling so much better Monday. I had a lot of stuff that I had to do on Monday, and I felt a lot better after that. For today's video, I thought I would bring you along for a little bit of meal prep today. I prep like 100% of my meals before I go to work. I like to prepare every single meal that I'm gonna be having while I'm there, and I take all of it with me the day I'm working. I thought I would bring you along and try and do a little bit of meal prep today for the next 3 days. So tomorrow I'm not working, but I'm just gonna get my stuff together to make life easier, and then I will get everything in containers and labeled and weighed out and ready to go for Saturday and Sunday for my 2-day shifts. And then I may or may not bring you along for the gym today. We're going in the afternoon when Johnny is off of work. So I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty busy, but we'll see. I'm supposed to be training back and biceps today. I'm still contemplating taking it relatively easy today. I have to go to the gym, and then I have cardio to do after the gym as well. So we'll see how things go for the rest of the day, but I'll keep bringing you along. Let's just get into this. Okay, so obviously the logical thing to do is to start with whatever ingredient is going to take the longest to cook. Sometimes it doesn't always work out that way, but that's what I'm gonna try and do today. So I'm gonna peel my sweet potato and just chop it up into cubes and roast this in the oven. I just preheated the toaster oven and roast this for like half an hour to 45 minutes just until it's tender. Sweet potato I think is really trendy in the fitness industry, the health and fitness industry. I'm not sure how it got a reputation of being like the superior potato, but you could also just eat like a white potato. It would be more or less the same thing. If you don't like the taste of sweet potato and you prefer a regular potato, or you can have like a purple sweet potato. There's really, I don't think, a significant nutritional difference between sweet potatoes and regular potatoes. I also like to keep a container on the counter that I can put like all of my scraps into and all the little like ends, so that it keeps the counter relatively clean, and then I can just dump that out when I'm done instead of going back and forth between the garbage the entire time. I try to aim for relatively the same size cubes. Obviously that does not always happen. Probably could have chose a bigger bowl for these sweet potatoes, but that's okay. To be honest, I only put them in this bowl because I'm filming. Usually I just toss them like right on the pan, but I'm going to do the more responsible thing. So I'm just gonna toss them with 1 teaspoon of avocado oil, a little bit of salt, and some garlic powder. See if we can give them a toss. Onto the baking sheet they go. I like to do these in the toaster oven. I try to do as much as I can in the toaster oven, just because it makes the house less hot, heats up faster, uses less energy, yada yada yada. Try to spread everything out into a single layer. I think a bigger tray, you'd get crispier sweet potatoes because these are obviously going to be touching, so they're going to steam a little bit. But again, as far as meal prep goes, I'm just trying to get things done efficiently in a way that tastes good. So it doesn't need to be anything fancy. So I'm going to put these into the oven for about half an hour or 40 minutes. We'll just check them about halfway and poke them with a fork. This I find to be the easiest way to roughly chop up and de-seed your bell pepper. So I just cut off the top, and then with all of this seeds, I just pull those out. They come out really nice and easy. Take out as much of the like white flesh as you would like, give it a bit of a whack, and get out all the little seeds. So then this part's good. And then I pull the stem off the top. Just kind of separate the stem from the top. And again, you can just quickly pull off any little seeds that are left in there. Cut off the end as well. Oh, my knife's not very sharp. And then this makes it really easy just to roughly chop all of this. You can obviously chop it any way you'd like, but okay, with this bell pepper now roughly chopped, I am just going to dice it all using this vegetable chopper. That works quite well. I got this off of Amazon. It's definitely a really great time saver. I've had it maybe for like 3 or 4 months now. I've maybe shown it before. I picked up these diced frozen onions maybe like a week ago. And so I've just been using these to go along with my bell peppers. They're super convenient. You don't have to peel your onion, chop your onion or anything. I just throw them right in the pan with the bell pepper. They definitely don't taste as good as fresh onions, but they do the trick, and it's a great way to save a little bit of time during your meal prep. Also save you the discomfort of chopping up onions. As I was getting my stuff together to start my meal prep, I realized I still had 1 fresh onion in the pantry, so I'm gonna use that one up. So I like to have onion with my bell peppers, so I just chop all of this together and cook it all at the same time. I'm gonna throw a little bit of garlic in as well. Again, you could cook your onions first, add your garlic, and then do your bell peppers if you want to do it all separately and make it taste as good as you possibly can. But if you're looking to save time and just get food done that tastes pretty good, I just cook it all together. I chop it all up and then I cook it all together in the pan. Okay, so my carbs and my veggies are cooked. The only thing left that I need to prepare is my protein. which are ground turkey and chicken breast. I'm gonna cook the ground turkey in the pan maybe in like 20 minutes or so. I'm just letting it defrost a little bit more. And then the chicken breast I'll probably do after the gym because it's still quite frozen. So I'll let that keep defrosting. I'm gonna start to weigh out and assemble all my meals. So I'm gonna begin with my breakfast. So I have 2 different days. I'm gonna get this ready for Saturday and for Sunday. I'm just gonna make tomorrow's breakfast at home. Sunday will be a high day and Saturday will be a low day. So I have to make sure I keep these straight. So for breakfast, I just have oats with peanut butter and then I have a protein shake on the side. All right, that is Saturday. And this will be Sunday. So I'll just put a sticky note on the container so I know which is which. So I'm just gonna write Sunday, it'll be Sunday, so I'll just stick it to the lid. And then I'm gonna add peanut butter to both of these. And then I'll do the exact same thing for my Greek yogurt. So I'm just gonna weigh out Greek yogurt for Saturday and Sunday. 150 grams for my low day. 170 grams for my high day. When my heart breaks. Both of these days get the same amount of frozen berries. So I just have this mixed frozen berry blend. But so far this has been the only meal that like meal prepping it I don't love. I've been putting the berries and the yogurt together in the container and then the berries melt obviously by Sunday, just being in the fridge, and it gets really wet. And sometimes the berries get kind of a not amazing taste after sitting defrosted for a while. So I'm gonna try and just put 120 grams of berries into each one of these bags, keep these in the freezer, and then just toss them on when I'm going to eat, or like in the morning before I eat this yogurt, so they have a little bit of time to defrost, but they're not sitting in the fridge completely thawed for like several days. This is so good. This is my first time having this. It tastes like a rainbow popsicle or like a sorbet or something. It does have 10 calories, but it's 180 milligrams of caffeine, which I feel like I need after meal prepping and having to go to the gym. So we are about to head out the door to the gym. I don't know whether or not I'm gonna film in the gym today because I have a feeling it's gonna be really busy being there at 3:30, almost 4 actually. And then we have to get home so we can go out for Johnny's mom's birthday tonight. So I think we'll try and get it done relatively quickly. Once I'm home later at some point, I have to finish my meal prep. Or if it doesn't get finished today, I will finish it off tomorrow and make sure I bring you along for the rest of it. But I have to go to the gym now. Otherwise, I am not going to get the gym done today. And I have to do cardio after my workout. So it's going to be a little bit of a tight timeline, but we'll get it done.
Hey, cool.
Friday and it is 6:50, so almost 7 o'clock. So I need to wrap up this meal prep so I have everything ready so that I can take all my meals with me to work tomorrow. So all I have left to do is prep my chicken breast. So I'm gonna do this really quickly. The oven is actually just finished preheating. I'm doing this in the toaster oven as well. And I just thought I would show you quickly how I cook my chicken breast lately. That's been working for me to get delicious, fast, not dried out chicken breast. So all I do, I'm gonna do 2 chicken breasts. This should last me for a couple of days, is I cut each chicken breast in half along the length, so just like this, basically so that they're not so thick, they'll cook faster. And then sometimes this piece will kind of fall off. You can cut that off and cook it separately, as like you can split this up more into tenders if you want, or you can keep it attached. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do the same thing with my other chicken breast. And throughout this process, I try to keep one hand in contact with the chicken, and I try to keep my other hand clean as much as possible. Okay, so now my 2 chicken breasts have been cut into thinner pieces. I might take this little tender off here just so it's a little bit thinner. I'm trying to make everything the same thickness as much as possible. And so once I have those cut in half, I like to do something to tenderize the chicken. So we have this little tool that has like little spikes in the end. So I'm just gonna go over all the chicken breasts and tenderize these really quickly. And then I'll flip them over and do the exact same thing on the other side. All right, so that just kind of helps even out the thickness of each of the chicken breasts, and I find it helps them cook more evenly and keeps them pretty juicy. So now that I have tenderized them, I'm gonna quickly season them. I season both sides. This is the seasoning mix that I have been doing lately. Obviously season your chicken however you like. I am going to do this seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika, and I'm gonna be fairly generous, just not too generous with the salt, and I'm gonna season both sides. And again, this hand is clean, so I'm just gonna use this one hand to hold the container. And then I'm just gonna lay these out on the same tin foil that I used for the sweet potatoes yesterday. Just gonna save having to use more. So I'm gonna toss these in for 4 minutes. I'm gonna give them a flip for 4 minutes, and then I'll check on them. Usually it takes like 8 to 13 minutes to get some chicken breasts around this size cooked for me, but you kind of have to play around and see how it goes. In the air fryer though, at 425, 4 minutes per side is perfect. It makes a delicious chicken, white all the way through, no pink, clear juices, tastes amazing. But I'm gonna quickly throw these into the oven. Alrighty, there is our chicken straight out of the oven. Looks delicious. Juices are all running clear. I think this is after about 10 minutes total of cooking. All right, there is all of my meals prepped and ready to go, weighed out, packed into individual containers, ready for my 2 days of work. So this took a little while to meal prep. It's still, I'm not perfect, but I'm getting there. So we have everything for Saturday: breakfast, lunch, meal 3, meal 4, meal 5, meal 6. Same thing for Sunday: breakfast, lunch, meal 3, meal 4, meal 5, and meal 6. All perfectly weighed out. I don't have to stress about it when I go to work. It is all done, ready to go. Just has to be microwaved and topped with some tasty sauce at some point. I am going to wrap up this video here, I think. And put all of this away in the fridge, and then eat dinner, and then try to get some sleep tonight. I appreciate you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful. I would also love to hear any of your meal prep tips, tricks, strategies, anything you have that you can give me some advice on. I would love to hear all of that. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to follow along with more of my bikini prep journey, just about 12 weeks out, or any more health and fitness content from me, lifestyle content, things like that. I post a new video every Sunday, and I'm posting shorts daily until my competition, so you can check those out as well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this will give you some inspo to do your own meal prep this week, or just give you some company while you're in the kitchen getting all the prep done. I know you're crushing it. I know you're killing it. Just keep going, keep chasing after your goals, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.